I reported several weeks ago that the vast majority of Canadian grocery stores are now owned by just three companies: Loblaws, Sobeys, and Metro. I also revealed that these companies are showing record profits. But it's not just grocery store price fixing that is robbing Canadians who are struggling to feed their families. There are nearly 4,000 workers at Metro grocery stores in the Greater Toronto Area who are on strike for a second month. Their main concern is wages. They would like an extra $2 an hour, similar to the hero pay they received during the pandemic. While Metro has announced massive profits and sharply increased executive compensation, it has yet to entertain that idea. There's also another indication that the company may have more cash than it knows what to do with, a possibility that is met with resounding silence from mainstream media. It is estimated that Metro spent $470 million buying its own stock last year, while Sobeys and Loblaws spent $248 million and $1.2 billion respectively. According to the economist Jim Stanford, the director of the Centre for Future Work, the three companies could have given each worker an extra $2 an hour for half of that amount and still had $1 billion left over for buybacks. So what are buybacks, and why are they costing us at the grocery store? So a publicly traded corporation issues shares, and that entitles you to collect a share of the dividends, and so on. But what happens when a company goes onto the stock market and basically buys its own shares? What it's doing is taking some of its profits and using those to reduce the number of shares that are actually being traded on the stock market. Because when companies go out and buy their own shares back, inevitably the share price tends to rise. And this is part of the reason that companies do it. They like to reward their investors, and they want to look good on the stock market. So to reward their investors, these grocery chains are controlling their own stock prices while jacking up grocery costs to increase profits. Profits which are then paid out to investors.